is up, lit people? I'm Armenti and welcome back to another Loomian Legacy video, guys. And in today's video, I will be teaching you about a few things that you missed from the Jolly Village event update in Loomian Legacy. So basically, first let's talk a little bit about Jolly Village. Jolly Village is the Christmas event place that exists in Loomian Legacy. This village was actually made last year, and it actually came back for this year's Christmas event, which is pretty cool. I made last year a video covering about 5 things that you missed from the event, and with this year, there are a new few things that you could have also potentially missed that I will be teaching you about in today's video. First, there aren't that many Easter eggs that I was able to find in Jolly Village, because like I said, I already covered them in last year's video. However, there are a few things that I would like to mention for this video that I'm quite sure you guys would like to see. To get into the first thing you probably missed, we gotta write this awesome boat that you unlock by winning the mallet in the gift exchange minigame. Okay guys, so after you arrive here, you arrive into a new cool area in Jolly Village, and it looks basically like this. There are like bones in the floor, and here's where the new legendary Icicle Loomian appears. There's also very interesting things that you can find in this cave, mainly this Wobbleisk. Okay guys, yes, there is a Wobbleisk. However, this Wobbleisk is not only a Wobbleisk. If you go around it, it's basically holding a cookie. It's literally holding a cookie. I believe the Wobbleisk was about to eat the cookie, then it froze to death, which is so sad. We need to bring a fire type Loomian here and maybe burn it up. I'd like to also include that these cookies are actually scattered all across the map in Jolly Village. As I'm showing you right now, a picture of last year's Jolly Village and this year's Jolly Village. This bench had no cookies last year. This year the bench had cookies. Basically, for some reason, there are now cookies scattered all across Jolly Village, and I am suspecting that it was Wobbleisk just sitting in these locations eating these cookies. But yeah guys, this is probably the first thing you missed in this year's update, the Wobbleisk holding a cookie. The second thing that you probably missed is actually inside of this cave as well. It's literally an Arapago. However, I originally had missed this. Okay, I did see the Arapago, but I didn't notice what I'm about to tell you. This Arapago skin does not exist in Loomian Legacy. There's no Goppy from the Goppy pond that evolves into this Arapago, which is quite interesting to say the least. Why is this Arapago here? How did it even end up here? Why is an Arapago that has never been seen in Loomian Legacy in the Jolly Village cave? I have no idea, and that is what makes it super interesting. A third thing that you probably missed from this event is when you talk to this NPC, he tells you about how the Wobbleisk cave literally caved in. And at the end, he actually says something pretty interesting. So he says, "Don't worry, nobody was injured. Before the cave collapsed, I swear I heard some weird noises coming from inside." He's basically referring to the Wobbleisk that escaped from the cave and somehow ended up in this cave, and now as you guys can see, it's literally frozen holding a cookie. Another thing that you probably missed is that the NPCs, some of them have the same text as last year, and some of them have different text this year. Moving on, there are a few things that you probably missed from the Jolly Village Great Gift Exchange minigame that I want to show you about. First, I mentioned this in last year's video, but I will mention it again in this video. So when you're inside the cabin, there is actually a llama train literally going around in circles around a Festifier. Okay, there first is a Festifier, and second there is a llama train literally chilling here. To include, there is a Trumbull here literally dead, I guess. It's a dead Trumbull, really there's not much to it. Like I said, I mentioned this in last year's video, however I wanted to mention it in this video as well. And finally, another thing that you probably missed from this year's event is the fact that you can now win a Wobbleisk cookie known as a Wobbadisk in the Jolly Village Gift Exchange minigame. I already made a video about this earlier today, however, to win this cookie, you have to play the minigame and hope that first the cookie exists in the minigame itself. After the cookie is in the minigame, you have to hopefully steal the gift that contains the cookie. So it's actually overall pretty difficult to get. But anyways guys, that's all that you probably missed from this year's Christmas event in Loomian Legacy. There weren't that many new Easter eggs added into the event, but the ones that were added, I covered it in today's video. Did I miss something? Let me know in the comment section down below. But yeah guys, I do really believe that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I'm Armenti, and we